Happy Friday. I am Johnny Mac. It's your daily comedy news. The late night hosts have been watching the Democratic National Convention. Stephen Colbert said, of course, this week marks 100 years since women gained the right to vote. And there was a powerhouse lineup of speakers, including Nancy Pelosi, Elizabeth Warren, Hillary Clinton, and Kamala Harris. It's going to be tough for the Republicans to match that. All they've got are Ivanka, Betsy DeVos, and a disturbing sculpture Eric Trump calls Lady Dad. Jimmy Fallon said Hillary Clinton spoke. She was the only speaker to kick things off by slowly putting out a cigar and saying, well, well, well. Fallon again. Former President Obama closed out the night, and he talked about the current state of our country and how Joe Biden can lead us out of it. Then he just said a bunch of words Trump can't pronounce. Yosemite, Thailand, Minneapolis. Colbert on Obama saying, oh my God, he's really there. It's everything I miss. Obama, the Constitution, a president, haircuts. He looks so fresh. Seth Meyers said there have been some memorable moments, from Bernie's speech in front of the National Strategic Firewood Reserve to Michelle Obama's powerful address to the guy from Rhode Island apparently holding a plate of calamari hostage. Give us the money or you'll never see this plate of fried squid again. The late night host went to town with that. Fallon said Rhode Island, which we all know everybody calls the calamari comeback state, is proud to cast its vote for Joe Biden. I'm voting for Joe because Trump has had 4 years as president and I haven't seen him eat calamari once, and that's unacceptable. Joe, meanwhile, seems like the kind of guy who eats nothing but calamari. Like me, I eat calamari for breakfast, lunch, and dinner. There ain't nothing better in this world than having morning coffee while enjoying some microwave calamari at 7 a.m. Fallon again as the delegate. Here are the issues that are important to me. Number one, does the president eat calamari? And number two, that's it. Fallon's been rocking. Trevor Noah said, okay, first of all, it is so awesome that Rhode Island has a state appetizer. I mean, technically New York has one too, but it's liquid that drops off a building into your mouth by accident. Yeah, I never look up to see where it comes from because as long as you don't know, there's still a chance that it's just water. Man, please let it be water. If you are not from New York City, that ain't a joke. That happens. You'll be walking down the street and it quote unquote rains on you. Yeah, don't look up. Trevor again. But the thing about the Rhode Island guy is he could totally be making up this calamari thing. Nobody knows enough about Rhode Island to call him on it. I mean, he could have said Rhode Island is the only state where Shaquille O'Neal can legally own a convertible. And I would have been like, oh, that's cool. I didn't know that. Jimmy Fallon again as the Rhode Island delegate did. Calamari is the most perfect food in existence. It tastes like rubbery chicken circles that you left out in the rain, and we need a president that brings that rubbery chicken he left out in the rainy spirit to the White House. And Fallon one more as the delegate. When Joe Biden is sworn into office, I want his hand to be placed here on this plate of calamari and for him to promise to protect calamari with all his might from our many enemies that want to steal you, our nation's most precious resource. Say it with me, everybody. Calamari. I had to take the commercial there. I was having too much fun. The Lucille Ball Comedy Festival is back for another weekend. You can find these shows on comedycenter.org. Tonight at 8, Bill Engvall. 9 o'clock, Howie Mandel. 10 o'clock, Dulce Sloan. Not bad. Tomorrow night at 8, Tiffany Haddish. 9 o'clock, Kenan Thompson. 10 o'clock, Judy Gold. Again, comedycenter.org. Those all stream for free. All right, from Vulture, Sarah Cooper. You know Sarah. She pantomimes Trump on, what's it called? I'm old. TikTok videos? Yeah, Sarah Cooper from the TikTok. She's got a new development deal for a single camera comedy series based on her second book, published in 2018. That book is called How to Be Successful Without Hurting Men's Feelings. The show will center on, quote, 3 women at different stages in their careers at a male-dominated company who help each other navigate modern gender politics in their careers and in their personal lives. CBS landed the deal after what the Hollywood Reporter calls, quote, a highly competitive process with multiple networks bidding. A suit said, Sarah is a perfect example of preparation meets opportunity. Her Trump lip syncs fed a laugh-starved nation, but even before she was a household name, she wrote books that showcased her keen eye for the absurd. Even I want to go watch an Adam Sandler movie. Ugh. From Vulture, HBO Max has announced 3 new specials. Colin Quinn, Phoebe Robinson, and Aida Rodriguez all get one. Collins is called Summer of 2020, a drive-in comedy special. Wonder what it's about. Well, it's described as a multi-act, socially distant, part documentary, part stand-up showcase, headlined and directed by the SNL alum. This from Vulture. The special will be filmed in Brooklyn this summer at a repurposed drive-in movie theater, and will feature Colin alongside a lineup of other comedians. The Suit says, this fantastic group of comedians he selected, most of whom have not performed in front of a live audience for months, will allow the viewer a window into how the pandemic has impacted this art form. A different Suit said, utilizing a drive-in movie theater allows comics a unique way to connect with the audience while also prioritizing safety. Colin also has a book coming out September 22nd. Who knew? It is titled Overstated, a Coast-to-Coast Roast of the 50 States. I'm in a silly mood. Now, normally I record this thing in the morning. I'm recording late afternoon on Thursday. And I don't know, I had a smoothie. I might be sugared up, but I am loose on your Friday Daily Comedy News. Oh, there's more. The Hollywood Reporter talked about Ron Funches' new show. It's called Hoops. Let's start with the good. They said Ron Funches, the formerly husky and now svelte stand-up favorite, beloved for his combination of absurdist timing and soothing sing-song cadences, is long past due to be recognized as one of TV's stealthiest MVPs, especially for his work in the animated space. Funches' astonishingly upbeat King Shark has a consistent scene stealer in DC Universe's terrific Harley Quinn. That is a good show. You should check that out. And all he has to do is pop up in something like Central Park to guarantee mirth. So the Hollywood Reporter says he's an absolute gem in Netflix's new animated comedy series, Hoops. He plays a big-hearted assistant basketball coach dating his best friend's soon-to-be ex-wife. But like so many Funches projects, Hoops suffers from not putting its best asset front and center. Well, that and struggling to find heart in a story filled with generally awful, foul-mouthed cartoon people. Yeah, this has gone off the rails. See, you thought this was going to be a good review. No. Here, let me switch over to Vulture. Here's what Vulture said. It's comedy for comedy's sake. There's not a big message to this. I don't think you'll learn anything from that. Oh, and that is from the creator, Jake Johnson. He's there to promote it. Vulture said what Johnson said about the first season is accurate. The 10 half-hour episodes debuting today do not impart any valuable lessons, nor convey any important ideas. Hoops is perfectly content making crash joke after crash joke in the name of earning easy laughs. The problem is that it's not even particularly good at achieving that extremely basic objective. Oh, there's more. The problem is that the series creator and his writers have decided that crudeness is the point. Hoops is a show about an immature man and his immature teenage charges that doesn't aspire to be anything more than making immature jokes and then often repeating those same immature jokes. I have no doubt that everyone working on the show had a blast making it, but it's one of those comedies with a definite you had to be there vibe. Every riff and ad-lib no doubt cracked up everybody in the writer's room or recording studio, but once the show gets hit with a whiff of outside oxygen, the humor dissipates. That's Hoops. Are you psyched? Let me give you something good to watch. Do you have Apple TV Plus? It's like $5. Just get it, man. Because you want to watch Ted Lasso. Apple TV Plus has renewed it for a second season. That's great. Showrunner Bill Lawrence, you know and love him from Scrubs, is the guy behind it. By the time you're listening to me, there will be 4 available episodes. They did 3 last week, and now you get 1 every Friday, like old school TV, man, and they're torturing me. I want to binge this thing. So episode 4 should be on your Apple TV Plus device right now. Seriously, Ted Lasso is wonderful. If you like drunk history, sucks to be you. Comedy Central has canceled it. The 6th season ended its run on August 6th, and that's it. Production had been underway on season 7 before the pandemic, but the pesky COVID shut down production on the series, and that made Comedy Central go like, we're kind of making cartoons now. I've been telling you, Beavis and Butthead is coming back and some other stuff, so Comedy Central's like, screw it. Maybe this will be good. From Vulture, move aside Space Force because there's about to be a new space-themed workplace comedy in town. Sure, why not? Showtime announced that they have ordered to comedy a series titled Moonbase 8. John C. Reilly, Tim Heidecker, and Fred Armisen star in the 6-episode series. It centers on, quote, 3 subpar astronauts living at NASA's Moonbase simulator with high hopes of being chosen to travel to the moon. It is set in the isolated desert of Winslow, Arizona. Oh, that's Winslow, Arizona is Get Back, the Beatles. I see what you did there, right? Or is that Tucson, Arizona? Leave it in. At NASA's Moonbase simulator, Moonbase 8 follows eager astronauts Skip, Rook, and their leader Cap. Oh, geez. As they attempt to qualify for their first lunar mission while working vigorously to complete their training, a series of unexpected circumstances forces the astronauts to question their own mental sanity, trust in each other, and whether or not they're cut out for space travel. That made me think of, if you're old like me, remember the Far Out Space Nuts? There's like two guys and they're loading like an Apollo era rocket ship. Bob Denver is the clown guy in it, and they're loading it up, and it's breakfast, okay, dinner, okay, and then he's supposed to put lunch where lunch goes, but he puts lunch where launch goes, and they get... It cracks me up every time. And they get shot off into space. Boy, I am silly. I got to have more smoothies before the show. So if you ever eat with me, I will go breakfast, dinner, launch, and start giggling because I'm weird. Back to, what is this thing called again? Moonbase 8. In a year, when we've all been forced to come to terms with life in close quarters, we are happy to have landed this offbeat take on life in captivity with dreams of escaping to something grander. Yes, that's the Showtime suit, who continues, while the show was produced before the pandemic, its subject matter is timely. And thanks to Fred, Tim, John, and Jonathan, its humor's timeless. There's no date yet for that. Wow, I'm not even going to get to, I've got a long story from the Hollywood Reporter about how Jim Belushi has left show business to grow marijuana. I will get to that, but not today. All right. So for tomorrow, I don't know what I'm going to do yet. I am going to take a beach day. I think I might run an article episode. Sunday will definitely be regular. Monday, regular. Not sure what I'm doing tomorrow. Maybe I'll do Belushi or I'll do leftovers. We'll see. But that's your comedy news. If you want to find out what happens tomorrow, you should subscribe on Apple Podcasts or Google Podcasts, or just follow the thing on Spotify. Enjoy the weekend. Catch you later.